Freeman has so many great recruits loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So Notre Dame's offense will have the ball first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Ball.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Throwing, Carr. Makes the grab on the left.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up in the 26 for the first down. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Deep shot for the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Fighting Irish! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Turned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's McCray.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. Gets away from one, finds room. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw was really going to help out your team.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Man, when you go over the middle, you got to be willing to take the punishment. You're going to get hit a lot of times anyways, so you might as well catch the football. But his arm's starting to look a little bit like Reese Davis when the check comes at dinner.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Spartans will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Got a man. It's Walton. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Got a little grass. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Carr throws to the tight end. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. They'll go to the counter play. Looking for more room. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Spartans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll give it to him again. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Pulls it on the option. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And his slips just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. There's some room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's 1st down. Right back to the well. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Here's Carr to throw. Under fire. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Got his man in the middle. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming. The Irish send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake. With the catch, it's Edwards. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Spartans send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using...
Could be an alley. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Throwing, Carr. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. At the end of that play, there is a Spartan who is slow to get up. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Makes it past the marker. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a crease. It's Young. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Looking to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
That is a big man in the middle of this 3-4 defense. Over 300 pounds. Look at him just completely cave in the center, right back into the QB.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. You want to talk about shaking the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Takes the handoff. It's Young. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. To the air. It's Carr. Back open in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Wants to throw on first down. Open on the right side, that's Smith. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. He wants to go deep. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking downfield. Finds a man all alone. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. Now Michigan State wants to stop the clock. It's their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Here comes the heat. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Good right down the boulevard. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Takes the handoff. It's Young. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Carr unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look in on BYU, taking on the number 14 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's BYU with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Pulls and fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Tight end finds a soft spot. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Spartans line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Running inside, it's Walton. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Mobley. Got enough for the first. Might have a chance. 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. At the end of that play, there is a Spartan who is slow to get up. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Gets rid of it. Tosses it incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense. And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, that's a great job getting the sack on the blitz there. And one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to pride themselves on defensively is hard-nosed, tough football, especially in the front 7. And linebackers that can play downhill and not just make plays in the running game, but get in the backfield and blitz the quarterback. And you saw all of that from him right there.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Spartans have this offense rolling. Defense in press coverage. On the run, it's Edwards. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They'll try it over the left side. Here's a little room there. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The run inside. It's Edwards. Shakes off the defender. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. Had to settle for the field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Turning it on! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. On the run, it's Mobley. Finding some room. At the end of that play, there is a Spartan who is slow to get up. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Got a man. It's Porter. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Play fake. Carr. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it way down the field. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Irish! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They get him down after he makes the catch. school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Going for the big play. Makes a grab down, and oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. And the defense got it. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Here's Carr to throw. The sure hands, it's Graham.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Fights off the defender. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Dropping back, it's Carr. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate it.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the route is on. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The corners are walked up tight. Pressure coming. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Wide receiver going in motion. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And I love this defense continues to get home and bring pressure. Another sack, their 3rd sack of the game. They just keep applying pressure.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He lofts one down the sideline. Upstairs, he's got it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Rushes on him. A strike downfield. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Spartans racing to the line in a hurry-up. Snap in the shotgun. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Bounced off his feet. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. We talk about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk